welcome to the video.
Taniks has been
Today
sent
we
to
will be
plunder
doing
the
our
Hive.
final
Your job
solo
just as
Nightfall for
simple.
week 47.
Avenge the dead.
And
Stop
we
him
are
from
doing
stealing
our
the
Titan run this
dark.
time. And again, Nightfall is the Shadow Thief. And our modifiers are Arc Burn, Juggler, and Brawler. So we are bringing in lots of good arc weaponry. And again, as always, no raid, no exotic, no ascended gear. So just a quick rundown of the weapons we are currently using for this run, and a quick look at the different types of armor that we are using for this run. So go ahead and make sure you have everything you need and let us continue. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you take out the big threats first. For this section, you do not need to worry. They are basically all fighting amongst themselves, so you do not need to fight any of them. Just go ahead and run past. Now we are at this section, and we will be doing all of our fighting from this little hallway. I will be using Nether Seeds. Now, do not forget the Vandal in the back. If I can manage to hit him, we will be okay. We will have a Vandal up there. Again, taking out everything as they come. Now do be aware that it is possible to get Taniks to spawn before you are ready. But as soon as you do get him to spawn, you are going to be sniping him as quickly as you can. As you can see, the goal here is simply to damage him enough so that he begins to leave, and he will do that when he becomes immune.
Taniks has called you out, Guardian. You are challenged in the ways of old.
So if you need ammo, make sure you pick it up before you continue.
Taniks is jamming our comms. Fight well, Guardian. Fight for honor.
Now, for this section, make sure you are good on sniper ammo, as we are simply going to activate their spawn and then hide behind the wall. Now from here, you should have a good sight on him. So just as before, snipe him until he goes immune. And just as always, Shanks will be considered a priority target. Now from here we are going to prioritize any captains. We are going to prioritize any captains and vandals, especially sniper vandals, as they are the most dangerous. Now, as you can see, this section can be done at your own pace, so just go ahead and work through it as long as you need to. It is always better to be safe than it is to try and rush everything. I just screwed that grenade all up. So once you do, make sure you have taken everyone out. Once you are sure, then we can begin to move forward. And I think I just got stuck on something. But anyway, let us continue. So as you can see, we are going to make sure we have our machine gun at the ready. And we are going to immediately rush the left side, as we do want to take everyone out as quickly as possible. And as you can see, we will have maybe a few dregs left over. And once you are certain that you are good, you start the fight by sniping any of the vandals on the opposite side of the room. And as you can see, as soon as the fight starts, you will have more enemies spawning on the opposite side. Goal here is just to deal with them quickly. And so we are taking things fairly slowly, because if you need to, it is always better to take your time than it is to rush anything. There is an enemy over there. He does not seem to want to cooperate, so I will simply move on. There he is. So the goal here is to draw the fire for this thing up to a different spot, because we are going to peek out and start putting damage on him. So as you can see, we are targeting the little turrets on his side. This will allow us to do slightly more damage than usual. And as you can see, as you start putting more damage on him, he will slowly begin to spawn enemies. So again, we will draw his fire somewhere else and then begin sniping. And just as before, after we do put some damage on him, we are going to be on the lookout for more shanks. Now, as you can see, these are exploder shanks, so we do not want them to get very close. So always keep an eye on your radar. And I will make a run for ammo. And now, again, we will just continue damage as usual. Put a little bit of shots onto him. But as soon as you do that, you are going to want to be aware of the group of enemies that spawn on that side. There is going to be a fairly large group. Do not get yourself caught. So now that you have verified that you are okay, we can begin damage again. But it looks like we have someone trailing behind, which is why we always keep an eye out. So now we will slowly begin damage once again. So once the walker is dead, most of the enemies will be despawning. At this point, you should only have a few shanks, and a few dregs. So now you will want to be careful, as you are going to have Taniks spawning right inside of this room. The goal here is just to put enough damage on him to get him to move. Now you may have to fight your way through this hallway, because if you do not put enough damage, he will slowly move back in the hallway. However, as you can see, we did put enough damage all at once to make him leave entirely. Now finally, we are in the last room. Taniks will be spawning on that balcony up there. And what we are going to do is try to stun lock him as much as we can to hopefully get him very close to death before he teleports. So let us give that a try. So now, as you can see, Taniks did move, but that does not change our plan. As you can see, the goal is simply to put as much damage on him as you can. Stun locking him does absolutely work the best.
Treasure from the Queen, and my respect as well.
So, as you can see, that is how you solo the week 47 Nightfall with your Titan. So, if you did like this video, do remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and that is quite the reward. That is quite the reward. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. That gives me 3 Yaller horns now. So I now have a Yaller horn for all 3 of my characters. And it is all because of you guys. I'm going to say that right now. It is all because of you guys. So, what was I gonna say? Rate, comment, like, subscribe, whatever. But if you want to see more videos like this, more guides for your solo Nightfalls, then I suppose I will see you back for week 48. Have a great week, everybody. Good luck in your Nightfalls, and we will be back then.